I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch network. I think it's just so pivotal that we not only point out how desperate and how much of a malignant narcissist and how weak and pathetic Donald Trump is. All of that is important for us to point out and demonstrate with his own words. But we also need a point of comparison because, as President Biden has always said, don't compare me to the almighty, compare me to the alternative. And politics is about choices. And so where we have a malignant, narcissistic sociopath in Donald Trump who's all about me, and if you're not part of my cult, then you're a rhino, you're this, you're that. You got President Biden talking about what he can do for the people, what he is doing for the people. What is he delivering? Let's take a look at some of these posts. First, let's start off with President Biden's post because everyone has said to me, Ben, start with President Biden. I agree. Here's what Biden wrote today. Bidenomics is working, factories are being built, jobs are being created, and it's happening all across America in communities that have been left out and hollowed out. Jobs, jobs, jobs. The next post, President Biden writes, this week we issued a new rule to crack down on health insurance plans that seem inexpensive but stick consumers with hidden fees. Under our rule, short-term plans must be 4 months or less, and insurance companies must provide a disclaimer about what is and isn't covered. Yes, let's reduce the cost of healthcare. Let's make healthcare more affordable, and let's cut back and let's cut out these hidden fees and call them out. Like, this is a tangible thing that is going to benefit people's lives. Let's talk about the economy. President Biden writes, growing the economy by creating jobs, lowering costs for hardworking families, making smart investments in America. That's Bidenomics. He goes on to write, the Republican Study Committee, which includes over 3/4 of the House Republicans, just released a plan trying to repeal the Inflation Reduction Act. Again, it hasn't stopped them from claiming credit now that billions of dollars and thousands of jobs are coming to America. Yeah, all these MAGA Republicans say, they go in their states, they go, look what the broadband we're bringing you, look at the bridges we're bringing you, look at the new fire departments that are being built, look at all the construction being done. We did that. No, you voted against that, MAGA Republicans. Y'all voted against this. President Biden was the one who delivered it, and President Biden's pointing that out. And President Biden writes, Big Pharma is suing our administration to block us from negotiating lower prescription drug prices so they can pad their profits while hardworking Americans foot the bill. But we won't give in. We're going to keep standing up to Big Pharma. Okay, those are President Biden's posts. Here's what Donald Trump writes. Was crooked Joe Biden on cocaine when he instructed the FBI, DOJ to illegally invade my home, Mar-a-Lago, in complete and total violation of my Fourth Amendment rights? Was he on cocaine or various other substances when he, for the first time in U.S. history, had his political opponent, who was leading him in the polls by a lot, indicted and arrested twice if you include the DOJ-run Manhattan DA's office? We are a nation in decline, all in caps, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Every single thing Donald Trump says here is a complete and utter lie. It is his malignant narcissism. It's me. And it's just nasty. It's just despicable lies. Accusing President Biden on being on cocaine, number one. Number two, Biden did not instruct the FBI or DOJ to do anything. Number three, they did not illegally invade your home. If you believe there's a violation of the Fourth Amendment, which there was not, because there was a probable cause determination made by a federal magistrate judge, your lawyers can file a motion under the Fourth Amendment saying that you believe your rights are violated. You have not filed any such motion because your rights were not violated. You then go on to say, was he on cocaine or various other substances? And then you go on and claim that the Department of Justice runs the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. Again, completely false. Donald Trump's next post. You think it's any different than that one? No, it's just the same stuff over and over again. The public is demanding to know the White House cocaine story. Just like I quickly provided security tapes from Mar-a-Lago on the boxes hoax, the White House has security cameras, far more than Mar-a-Lago, all over the place, especially the location in question. They 100% know who it is, and he puts that all in caps. If they don't release information, it means they destroy the tapes, and the cocaine was for use by Hunter and probably Crooked Joe in order to give this total disaster of a president a little life and energy. And again, just falsely accusing President Biden, attacking President Biden's son, Hunter, who's in recovery, coming up with a deranged conspiracy because there was cocaine found in a cubby in the White House where thousands and thousands of people enter all the time in a public kind of area where you go to enter the White House. And again, just spread the lie, spread the conspiracy, a time when President Biden, Hunter Biden, where the Biden family was not even in the White House at the time, where lots of guests go through that area. But sure, just come up with a conspiracy, make something up, make these horrific accusations. Next post, Donald Trump attacks a Republican for not being sufficiently loyal to him. He attacks the governor of Iowa, Kim Reynolds, because she's staying neutral in the primaries. And so now she's a rhino, and now she gets attacked by Donald Trump. Donald Trump goes, I love Iowa, protected and expanded ethanol, got $28 billion from China for our great farmers, ended the estate death tax on farms, made the best trade deals in U.S. history, introduced the world to our farmers, and kept Iowa's first in the nation status. I opened up the governor position for Kim Reynolds, and when she fell behind, I endorsed her, did big rallies, and she won. Now she wants to remain neutral. I don't invite her to events. DeSantis down 45 points, so spending his time attacking a Republican governor in the state. And again, this is his malignant narcissism. And he goes on to cite things that, like, he didn't really do at the end of the day. Like, he didn't appreciably make the lives of farmers better. He tells them he does. He says, I did that. But he really did nothing. And in fact, his focus on helping the billionaires and the ultra rich is something that is not helpful to kind of everyday farmers and improving the working conditions. But he just goes on and lies and then attacks a Republican governor. Oh, by the way, when he was in Iowa and he was asked questions about certain pipelines, he had no clue what was being talked about. The question was like, what are you going to do about the CO2 pipeline situation here? And he goes, we got plans. We got big plans. We got lots of plans. I can't tell you the plans, but it's going to be solved with my plans. All right. You don't have any actual ideas, and you're just saying words because you don't know what the heck you're talking about, and you don't care about anything, and you don't really do anything other than what's best for you at the expense of the American people. Here he's citing a poll done by an account called a Cat Turd. That's one of their big influencers on the right wing, Cat Turd. And here the poll says, who will get second place in the Republican primary, Ron DeSantis or Vivek Ramaswamy? And according to the Cat Turd poll, Vivek Ramaswamy will beat Ron DeSantis, and Donald Trump wanted to share that. And then other than that, Donald Trump just posts pictures of him at this fight, this UFC fight over the weekend in Vegas. And it's just photos of him. Not him helping the American people, right? Not him talking about what he's going to deliver to the American people. No, it's photos with him and celebrities MAGA celebrities and influencers who are MAGA influencers, and just photos of all of that. And then there's like several posts like this of just him, because he constantly just craves attention like the malignant narcissist that he is. And but Jack White on the official musician Jack White on the official Jack White account said this best, and I want to repeat what Jack White said. He goes, anybody who, quote, normalizes or treats this disgusting, fascist, racist con man, disgusting piece of S Trump with any level of respect is also disgusting in my book. That's you, Joe Rogan. That's you, Mel Gibson. That's you, Mark Wahlberg. That's you, Guy Fieri. This is a statement from me, not a discussion or a debate. Signed, Jack White III, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. It's why we show the contrast. You can't normalize this behavior. You have to call it out each and every day, and that's what we do here at the MeidasTouch Network. Thank you so much for watching. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1.5 million subscribers thanks to your support. Check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch. Wherever you get audio podcasts, subscribe to the MeidasTouch podcast. Have an excellent, excellent day.
Hey, Midas Mighty. Love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram at MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.